Hello and welcome back, dear students. Wish you all stay happy, healthy and safe at home and do your studies regularly and properly. I am Yojana Bharat and today we are going to see a chapter for standard 10 students from your English textbook first track, that is your main textbook. From this book we are going to see 9th chapter, Madam Rides the Bus, written by Valli Kannan. Here you can see the image of Valli Kannan. Now this is the third part of this chapter. What we learned in the previous two videos, let us quickly revise it. First of all, the main characters of this chapter, there are mainly two characters. First one is the 8 years old little girl Valli, and second one is the conductor, the bus conductor. Now by this title you can understand that here Madam refers to that little girl which is called by that conductor. That conductor used to call that little girl as Madam because she used to behave like a mature person. And she rides the bus, that means she is taking a ride in the bus. So here we are going to see the experiences and how she managed to ride that bus, that we are going to see in this chapter. Now in the first two parts we saw that Valli find it really amazing to take ride in the bus and she really wanted to take the ride. Now for that first she had to collect the information, and she collected the information by listening the conversation of passenger and sometimes by asking questions to her neighbors, her elders about the bus ride in such a way that they won't get her attention. Now she gathered all the information that the bus used to go 6 miles away to the nearest town and it takes 45 minutes to the bus to go to the nearest town. So that means she calculated that if I leave by 1 o'clock, so within 45 minutes I will be there, for 15 minutes bus will stay there, and then it will be back by 2:45. I can reach back to my village. Now neither her parents would go or her neighbors would go to that nearest town because there was no belonging of her in that town. So how she will go there? That was the question. So now she decided, anyhow I want to go, even without being noticed of my parents. So her parents had no knowledge, no information about that she is planning to ride in the bus. She knew that her parents will deny, so that is why she didn't tell anyone and she started planning by herself to take the ride in the bus. Now how she managed to take the ride? Somehow she saved the money she get, and she resisted all her desire for getting anything, all her likes, the things which she liked. Even she avoided to take round in the merry-go-round. So in this way, by avoiding and by denying all her desires, all her likable things, she could save 60 paise. And she got the information that it takes 30 paise for each round. If I go from village to town, that means it will take 30 paise, and when I will return, again it will take 30 paise. So overall she had to collect 60 paise that she saved. It was very difficult for her, but somehow she managed. For other people that amount was nothing, but for her it was a huge amount. But she couldn't save anything more than that. Now she had to decide the time that when she will leave, so that her mother won't get to know and without being noticed how she will leave. But she won't find much difficulty in that because her mother used to sleep about 1 to 4 in the afternoon. So in that time she decided to leave. Now finally she took the ride and she really liked the view she saw from that bus. And now the bus has reached to the town. Whatever she saw in that part that was explained in the previous video, that she saw the cow running just forward to that bus. She found it very funny and she was very much happy by that. She was laughing like madly. And then they entered in that tunnel. And finally they reached the railway crossing path. There she saw the train. It seemed like the train is getting bigger and bigger as it gets closer. So this were the scenario. She saw everything greenery everywhere, and hills. Everything was very much beautiful. Now finally, after crossing the railway track, she reached the town. So these were her amazing views and experiences in that bus ride. Now she has arrived at town, and now she is planning to get back to the village. So that part we are going to see in this third video. So let us begin now the third part of this chapter. What happens after reaching the town? Then the bus stopped and everyone got off except Wali. Everyone got down except Wali. Other than Wali. Hey lady, said the conductor, aren't you ready to get off? This is as far as your 30 paise takes you. No, Wali said, I'm going back on this same bus. She took another 30 paise from her pocket and handed the coins to the conductor. Now, as I told you that she used to act like a mature girl, and she didn't like to talk with strangers much, but she find that conductor is very friendly and fun-loving person, so she liked him. Now, she by herself managed to get that money, to save that money, and she herself went alone in the bus, gave her money and took the ticket and was traveling alone in that bus from village to town. That was a courageous deed done by a small little, only 8 years old girl. So now the bus stopped, everyone got down from that bus. Only Valli was in the bus. So bus conductor asked her, hey lady, why he is calling that girl lady? Because she used to act like a mature girl, as I told you. So that is why he is calling her lady, not a little girl or child. Because she dislikes if anyone calls her child. She doesn't like if anyone calls her child. So that is why he didn't call her child, but he calls her lady. Now the conductor asked that girl, aren't you ready to get off? Aren't you ready to get down the bus? Don't you want to go in that town? Why are you sitting here still? This is as far as your 30 paise takes you. So you gave me 30 paise to buy the ticket for this town, and we have reached the destination. Your 30 paise can take you only to this destination. So this is the place where you wanted to come and you have arrived. Now you can go to the town. You can visit the town. Why are you sitting here alone when all the passengers have already got off the bus? No, Wali said, I am going back on this same bus. So she replied, no, I don't want to get down. I will go back to the village in this same bus. She took another 30 paise from her pocket and gave that to that conductor. Why is something the matter? No, nothing the matter. I just felt like having a bus ride, that's all. Don't you want to have a look at the sights now that you are here? All by myself? Oh, I would be much too afraid. Greatly amused by the girl's way of speaking, the conductor said, but you weren't afraid to come in the bus. Nothing to be afraid of about that, she answered. Now, when she replied I told, I don't want to visit the town, I will be here only. So he again asked, don't you want to have a look at the sights now that you are here? You wanted to reach the town, now you are here. Don't you want to look the sights, look the view of this town? Observe it and have fun here. All by myself? Oh, I would be much too afraid. So she replied that I cannot go alone in the town and sit here and like it is very much threatening. I cannot do all these things by myself. Only alone girl. I'm only 8 years old. I'm a little girl and I'm alone without my parents. So I don't feel secure. I feel threatened. I want to go in that busy town, in that rushy town, all alone. I'm afraid of it. So the conductor was amused by her answer, was surprised, and he asked that, but you weren't afraid to come in the bus. You came in the bus all alone. You managed your fare all alone. You planned everything all alone. So why are you being afraid now? We just have to walk in the street of the town. So why are you being afraid now? When you weren't afraid when you came in the bus. That was also a courageous task for you. So when you can do that, why can't you do here? Why are you afraid now? You have that courage. Don't be afraid. So then she replied, nothing to be worried or nothing to be afraid of riding the bus. She answered. When he asked that you were not afraid that when you entered in the bus, so she replied that there is nothing to be afraid to take the ride in the bus because she used to observe that bus every day. She was habitual, she was used to it, but the town was new for her. So that is why it was comfortable for her to take the ride in the bus because she knew about everything about that bus. But she didn't know anything about that town. That is why she was afraid to go in the town. But she was not afraid to take the ride in the bus because she had observed everything. She used to see that bus every day and she had all the information about that town. That is why she was not afraid because she knew everything. But here about that town, she didn't know anything. So that is why she don't want to go there down. But that was surprising for the bus conductor. Then when she get courage to ride in the bus, why don't she try to visit or to see the view of this town? Well then why not go to that stall over there and have something to drink? Okay, if you don't want to go in the town, just get down and have something for you. If you have because you have taken a long ride, you might have got tired. So get some food for you, get some refreshment for you. Get down and go to that stall and have some cold drink. Nothing to be afraid about that. At least you can go down and that shop is too near to this bus. So you don't have to be afraid just to get down and get the drink for you. Oh no, I couldn't do that. I can't do that. Why? She can't go to that shop. Not because she is afraid. That shop is too closer to the bus. But the reason why she denied that she won't go to that shop is that she didn't have enough money. Well then that will bring you a cold drink. Okay, if you don't want to go, shall I bring something for you? So she replied, no, I don't have enough money. That is why I don't want to buy anything. Just give me my ticket, that's all. She gave her the money and she said that now I don't want anything. I don't want to get down. I just want to sit here and go back to my village. Just give me my ticket. It will be my treat and not cost you anything. I will do that. If you don't have money, if you don't want to get down, I will go down. I will pay. It will be my treat for you. Nothing you have to pay for that. start spending your own money, the money which you have earned or you have saved. So you won't like to take favor from other people. So here also, as I told you that she used to behave like mature and elder people. So when she can manage the amount of fare, why would she take favor from the conductor for just to get the drink? So she denied that. I don't want anyone's help. I can do everything by my own. And if I can't do, I want that. I don't want that thing which is beyond my affordability. So she denied that I don't want to take anyone's help in anything. No, she said firmly, please don't buy anything for me. I don't need any treat from anyone. The conductor shrugged and they waited until it was time for the bus to begin the return journey. Now the conductor, as she firmly denied that I don't want anything from anyone, don't do any favor on me. So that conductor felt, okay, fine, if you don't want so, what can I do? But he wanted to make that child happy. That is why he was trying all these things. So now both of them sat in the bus without saying anything quietly, and they were waiting for the time when the bus had to start the return journey to that village. Again, there weren't many passengers. So when they begin their journey, at that time also there were not many passengers, and when they are taking their return journey, at that time also there are not many passengers because it was afternoon time, and in afternoon time there was not much rush. The rush was in the city but not in the bus. There were not many people traveling in the bus in the afternoon. Won't your mother be looking for you? The conductor asked when he gave the girl her ticket. No one will be looking for me, she said. The bus started, and again there were the same wonderful sights, but it wasn't bored in the slightest and greeted everything with the same excitement she had the first time. Now, when the bus was about to start, the conductor asked that little girl that won't your mother be worried about you, because if she would know that you are taking the ride, she won't allow you to go all alone, and even you won't have to save that money 60 paise by your own alone. And if your mother would have allowed you, so she would have given you some more money. So all you have done by yourself without being noticed by your mother. So he could get that. Now he asked that your mother won't be worried, won't be tense about you, that you have left the house all alone without being noticed. So she replied that no one will be worried about me. And that conductor gave that ticket to that little girl, because at that time her mother used to sleep, so she was not aware of that. So Bali was not worried that anyone would be in tension for me at the house. So she said, no, everything is fine, no one will be worried about me. Now the bus started, and again there were the same wonderful sights. In the way, there were the same amazing views. The bus started, journey started, and Bali wasn't bored in that bus. She was observing everything, enduring everything, and she really liked the view and the ride, because she was taking the first ride in the bus. The same excitement she had just when she felt for the first time, when they left for the town. The same excitement she had when they returned back to the village. asked the conductor. The conductor nodded, and she was overcome with sadness. Now, till this time, even though she couldn't get anything in the town, she couldn't go and see the town, still she was very happy that I just wanted to take the ride in the bus and I did. When she left for the town, that time also, and when she came back to the village, that time also, she was very happy and delighted by the ride. But suddenly she saw something which was not that pleasing. So she saw that young cow lying dead by the roadside, just where it had been stuck by some fast moving vehicle. So the cow she saw when she was going to the town. When she saw that cow, she was very happy when the cow was running just before that bus, just forward to that bus. And she was very delighted to see that cow. But suddenly in the return journey, she saw the same happy, cheerful cow. Now it was lying dead. And it had been struck by some fast moving vehicle. So she was very happy, but now suddenly she saw that the same cow is lying dead on the roadside when she got crushed by a fast moving vehicle. Isn't that the same cow? She confirmed, trying to make her doubt clear. She asked that conductor that is that the same cow which was running just in front of the bus when we took the journey, when we took the trip to the town? The conductor nodded in yes, and she felt really sad. She was overcome with sadness. Her heart was filled with sadness, sorrow, and pity for that little creature. What had been a lovable, beautiful creature just a little while ago, and now suddenly lost its charm and its life, and looked so horrible, so frightening as it lay there, legs spread, a fixed stare in its lifeless eyes, blurred all over the bus road. The memory of the dead cow haunted her, dampening her enthusiasm. She no longer wanted to look outside the window. Spread-eagled, that means spread out. Haunted, that means returned repeatedly to her mind, was impossible to forget. Now she is memorizing those moments which she saw, which she felt when she was taking the journey, when she was taking the trip to the town. She saw that cow running just in front of the bus, and it was so cheerful, enthusiastic, and happy moment. She was clapping and she was laughing so much that she got tears in her eyes. But now suddenly that lovable, beautiful creature has no more, is no more, and that creature is dead now. It has lost all the beauty it had when it was alive, but now as it is dead, it looks lifeless, charmless, and looks so horrible and threatening because it is lying on the path. All over there was blood, and even the legs of that cow were also spread in all four sides, and her eyes were staring at one point without any life in her eyes. So it was fixed at one place and it was staring. Actually, it was not staring, but as she was lying dead, her eyes didn't move. So that is why we say that her eyes were lifeless, without any expression in her eyes. So she was lying dead, lifeless, and her eyes were fixed, not moving, even her legs were spread. And she was lying horrible and threatening, and the view was really threatening for little Bunny. And she saw the blood all over, and that living creature, the lifeful creature, the happy creature was lying dead, lifeless on the roadside. That little girl, 8-year-old little girl, saw an animal dead on the path. The bus moved on, the journey started, but the memory of that dead animal, of that dead cow, was haunting her, was coming back again and again in her mind, and she could not forget that image which she saw, that view which she saw. And that scene reduced her enthusiasm. Now her enthusiasm has dropped down. She was no longer excited or enthusiastic or happy. And she no longer wanted to look outside the window. Now she had no desire to look outside the window and she see the views and have the pleasure of those views, because she was very sad. And she just sat on her seat. When she saw that dead animal, she became so much sad and had sorrow in her heart filled with the sorrow, that now she had no hopes, no desires, no willingness to look outside and have the pleasure. She was no longer happy. And that is why when she saw the dead body, the dead animal, when that animal was alive, she was very happy to see that animal. But now when she saw that same animal which made her happy is lying dead, so she broke down, and now she had no excitement, no enthusiasm, no pleasure, and that is why she don't want to look outside the window. She doesn't want to look outside the window because now she doesn't have any willingness to get any kind of pleasure. She is very much sad and upset by that view, by that scene which she saw on the roadside. It was horrible for her, and it broke down all her happiness, cheer, and pleasure. She sat thus, glued to her seat, until the bus reached her village at 3:40. Now she didn't move at all from her seat without speaking anything. She was just sitting there, like a booth. And finally the bus reached to the village at 3:40. She stood up and stretched herself. Now as she was sitting there for a long while, so now she stretched herself to get down the bus to her village. Then she turned to the conductor and said, "Well, sir, I hope to see you again." "Okay, madam," he answered, smiling. So that conductor was very pleased to meet Valli, and Valli was also delighted to meet that conductor. So she replied that finally, "Sir, I am leaving, and I hope that I will meet you very soon. I liked to meet you, and I was very pleased to meet you." And the bus conductor also answered smilingly that I too hope that I may get chance to see you again. It was a nice journey. Now, whenever you feel like a bus ride, come and join us, and don't forget to bring your fare. She laughed and jumped down because she very proudly said that I have the fare, I have paid the fare on by my own money, and I have paid the fare by my own self. So she was very proud about that. So that is why the conductor is repeating to her that don't forget to bring your fare with your proud. So whenever you feel like you want to have a ride, you can come to the bus, and don't forget to bring your fare. She also laughed by the tone, the slight tone of that conductor, and she laughed and jumped down from the bus, and now she was in her village. Then away she went, running straight for home. That bus used to stop at the corner of the street. So now from that corner she went to her home, straight on that path. She entered her house. She found her mother awake and talking to one of Ravi's aunts. So now she has reached her home, and she found that her mother is awakened, but she was not much worried because other than this day, in the afternoon hours, when her mother used to sleep, she would roam in the streets of village. So today also her mother thought that she might be wandering here and there, so she was not much worried. But she was awakened and was talking to Vali's aunts. There were many ladies in her house. So one of the lady who used to live in the south street, that aunt was really a chatterbox. She used to talk a lot. She used to ask lots of questions, and it was a little bit annoying for Vali. Never closing her mouth once she started talking. Once she started talking, then she will not stop and keep on talking for a long time. And where have you been? Said her aunt when Vali came. She spoke very casually, not expecting a reply. So Vali just smiled, and her mother and aunt went on with their conversation. So as that aunt had the habit of talking too much, so when Vali entered in her house, her aunt asked her, "Where were you?" But she was not expecting any answer from Vali because she knew she might be wandering here and there. So the answer was not necessary, and even Vali didn't give any answer. She just smiled and left. And also, her mother and aunt started conversation. They were also not much worried or bothered about her answer. Yes, you are right, her mother said. So many things in our midst and in the world outside. How can we possibly know about everything? And even when we do know about something, we often can't understand it completely. Can we? Oh yes. Breathe, Vali. What? Asked her mother. What's that you say? Oh, said Vali. I was just agreeing with what you said about things happening without our knowledge. So now they again started their conversation, and the topic of their conversation was about the different things which were happening in the world. So her mother said, "Yes, you are right, that we cannot know everything about the surroundings, whatever happens in the world, even whatever happens in between us. We cannot know everything. So many things in our midst, in between us, and in the world outside. There are so many things. But how can anyone possibly know about everything? How can anyone know about everything whichever goes in the world? And even when we do know about something, still something we know about this world, but it happens that we often can't understand it completely. We know about that, but we can't understand it completely. That we know people comes in this world and then they die. It is just about our knowledge, but we can't feel it. We can't understand the emotion behind it completely. So there are so many things which we don't know, and something if we know, then we can't understand it completely. So there are so many things without our So Valli replied that, yes mother, you are right, we can't understand and we can't know about everything that goes on in this world. So they were surprised. How she know about what we are talking and how can she give her judgment, because she doesn't understand, she is a young kid. So they were surprised. What did you say? What's that you say? Her mother asked. So Valli replied, no, I was just agreeing to your statement that whatever things happen in our surrounding, we can't know everything. There are many things that happens without our knowledge. So her aunt, that chatterbox aunt, said, just a chit of a girl she is, said her aunt, and yet look how she pokes her nose into our conversation, just as though she were a grown lady. Valli smiled to herself. She didn't want them to understand her smile, but then there wasn't much chance of that, was there? Poke her nose at Miss takes an interest in something that doesn't concern her. Now, about the thing they were talking, it was elderly talk, and she was a young kid. She had nothing, she had no relation, or she was not related to that topic. So when she gave her opinion, her mother was surprised, and her aunt said that she is just a chit of girl, she is little girl, and see how she speaks in between our conversation even when she doesn't know anything. Because she is just a little kid and she is giving her own opinion, just like she would have been a grown-up lady. But she is not, she is just a kid and she is giving her opinions like a grown-up lady. That means she feels that she is a mature lady, but she isn't. So she is behaving or acting like a mature person. That is why her aunt says that how she pokes her nose in between. When she doesn't have any connection with the topic, why she is talking in between, and what does she understand about this topic, that she is giving her opinions. And the opinions are mostly given by people who understand that particular topic. So that is why she says that she is giving her opinion and acting like a grown-up lady. So Valli smiled to herself that I know the topic and I can feel it also, because just now I have got the experience, but she doesn't want them to understand the reason for her smile. And then she thought there are less chances that they would understand the reason of my smile. Is there? That they would understand the reason of my smile and would get any doubt on me that why I gave that opinion. No, I don't think that they would have any doubt on me, or they would ask me that why I gave that opinion. So everything is fine. Let it be. Whatever they think, they want to think, let them think, and whatever I do will be secret for me only and to me only. So in this way she completed her ride and came back to her home with a very important lesson or message or knowledge. She got to know about the life, that there is no certain end of life. In life, everything is uncertain, unpredictable. The thing which is with you might be not with you just within a second, just after a second. Everything can be changed at any time. So that she got to know about the mysterious thing of life by this journey. Nothing is going to be last for long or according to your prediction. Anything can happen at any moment which you would not have even expected. So life is completely unexpectable, uncertain, unpredictable. That is what she got to learn from that journey. And that is why she agreed that there are many things in the world which we don't know. And even if we know something about those things, so we can't completely understand it, because she also knew that people comes and they go. That people takes the birth and then they die, but she So that is why she says that we can't understand everything, but just by these experiences of life, we get to know few things about life and we get to feel it. Until that period, until before this experience, we had the knowledge but we never felt. Only we can understand those things by our experiences of life. So this was the knowledge she got from that ride. And that was special about that ride why this chapter has been given to you. Now what this chapter teaches you, not to run away from the house, but that you should learn from the life every time and you should enjoy every moment of your life, because no one knows what will happen in the next moment. So here we come to an end of this video. I hope that the explanation would be useful for you and you would have enjoyed this video, and now I hope that you are able to understand this chapter more clearly. With this, we come to an end of this chapter, end of this video. Now we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, be safe